Well, hello. Sophie asked me to answer a few questions as a volunteer at the Moors Valley Railway. So here I am, and my name is Chris Brown. I live in Wimborne, not too far from the railway, so it's quite nice and local. And I started doing this volunteering up there in May 2019. I've always loved steam engines and railways in general, and I thought about volunteering a number of times, but it was also keen. I was keen because I had so many happy memories of Moors Valley Railway that we used to take our children there when they were young, and it was just great driving around. And I thought, this is a great place. And also, I think one of the things that I remember well was that in 2001 I had a present of having a day doing the driving experience, and I really enjoyed that, and again understood a little bit about the magic of the place, I think. I wasn't involved in any other railways particularly. I had had a look and done some experience days at Swanage Railway and at the Mid-Hants Railway, and I'd often thought about volunteering for either one of those, but never actually got around to it. So when I retired, I started thinking about having some of the experiences and things that I perhaps wanted to do when I was a younger person. And so Moors Valley Railway popped up into my head again. Now, Sophie asked me, what do I do at Moors Valley Railway? Well, I'll do anything really. I'm quite happy to muck in and do whatever I can. I'm keen to learn about things, and but the thing is, I know I'm limited because I have a disability, and I also have a physical disability and a lack of brain power, so I'm not very clever, to be honest. I'd love to qualify to be a signaller, for example, but realistically I just can't think fast enough or retain information for longer than what am I doing here? Yes. But I guess one of my areas of experience, and an area I do like helping out on, is about promotion of the railway and public engagement. I really enjoyed the hands-on mornings that they did recently with children and their parents. No, my favourite Moors Valley Railway. Well, I like them all. I like them all. I think Thor would have to be my favourite. I like the size of it. It looks incongruous, and I really, really like the way Jeff loves that engine and the way he looks after it. It's a beautiful thing, and that's my favourite Thor. But I do like them all. My favourite Moors Valley event, well, I haven't been and seen them all yet, but I really enjoyed the Autumn Gala, and I thought that was fantastic to see so many engines, trains and people at the whole of the site, and things going on everywhere. And I spent a good few hours in the smaller signal box, which I quite enjoyed. And that was one of the ones. I did also enjoy, I thought it was hilarious, was preparing for the Santa specials, and the amount of love and care that's gone into that is just awesome. And I take all my hats off. I haven't got one on, have I? No, hats off to everybody for that. I just think how you changed that place into that magical wonderland is amazing. Very, very good. My favourite memory of volunteering at Moors Valley Railway. I had a great day last summer where I spent a whole day taking the sleepers off some track panels that had been bought off another railway. They were old sleepers, most of them were knackered and rotten, and I spent the whole day on that bit of green by the big loop, taking these sleepers off and having a big bonfire, and I just thought it was hilarious. It was really good fun, and I had a little game for myself where I told every train that went by that everybody had to wave to me on it, because that was the law, and they'd be breaking the law if they didn't wave to me. And I had quite an amusing time doing that, and I did enjoy that very much. I thought it was quite good. The other thing I've really enjoyed, I think, is the way everybody's quite happy, careful in explaining things in detail to me, because I have no engineering background or no railway background of personal, but I have lots of questions, and I always find everybody really helpful in explaining things in detail and in a logical way that I can understand. One of the things that happened to me as a kid was that I spent a lot of time in hospital, so I missed a lot of the usual sort of education, and then by the time I did get to secondary school, I'd become a bit of a rebel and was chucked out of all the woodworking and metalwork classes. They decided I was a danger to them because I wanted to try everything out, really, see what this button does, that sort of thing. I'm a bit more careful nowadays, but I do enjoy the way everybody explains things to me, and really appreciate that. And then Sophie asked me what was my favourite other railway other than the Moors Valley. I really, really do enjoy the Welsh Highland Railway. I think that is a fantastic operation. It's a good long journey that takes a couple of hours, and you go through some of the most incredible scenery from sea level right up into the mountains and then back down again. And I just think it's an absolute magical railway. Really, really enjoy that one. And I haven't been on all of them yet. And now with this COVID virus thing, I expect we won't be able to do much for a long time. But anyway, that's me as a volunteer at Moors Valley Railway, and I love the place.